are ready to pop the cork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Collins. Didn't find much room at all as he'll go out of bounds at the 12. So the Iowa Hawkeyes return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When the receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. At the 35, he's open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll try the run. Makes a man miss. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. 3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the 1st down. The Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. To the ground with the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you just wonder, when is it going to happen for this true freshman? We know he's got so much talent and ability. The coaching staff was so excited about him coming into this season. He hasn't been able to score quite yet this year, but this is the time. This is an opportunity for him to break the seal.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? So the Illinois Fighting Illini now go on offense, and they'll have it for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
The give to the tailback. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old squad, like it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. but there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Hawkeyes are in the red zone. Grabbed in the middle, it's Howard. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Not much room, he gets one down to the 7. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Hawkeye! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a... He wants to go deep. Snags it on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's got him in the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Quickly out to the tight end. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
On the run, it's Patterson. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Makes his connection. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Tackled, but he has a first down. And the Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. That's caught. It's Parker. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And that's a first down for the offense. They'll leave it with him. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Quarterback adapting. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Snagged in the middle, it's Dixon. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. The short hand, it's Dixon. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays. Got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
He's got an open man. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting the first position.
He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Griffin.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll run for it on third and short. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Illinois looking to pay things off on first and goal. They want to throw it. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Illini.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it, and they convert. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hawkeyes have it with a first and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football. That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Oh, he wants it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Handoff from the gun. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Washington. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. No chance to return. That one a booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop follow and get you the football game.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
He makes a catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. The give on the inside. Across the 25, he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Makes the grab down the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Hawkeyes in the hurry up. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Unloads it left. He's got him wide open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Hawkeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to happen.
Just causing wreckage in the secondary. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Open space at the 25. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Iowa has the ball back on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. The Hawkeyes will hustle to the line. Here's the handoff. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double-teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. The lone back's got it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Parker. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Gives it to the back on the draw. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye. And that one will give them the lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play call. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Gets away from one. He's got space. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Wide open downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UConn looks like a bunch of world beaters right. Sure, I've seen this offense look this crisp since the days of Dan Orlovsky. They're up by 24 over UMass.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got it in the middle, it's Parker. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The running back has it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They're trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Here comes the offense on first down. Finds his target down the middle.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. He wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. And what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. He just refused to go down, kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1. Trying to convert. Illinois comes to the line. On 4th down, looking to pass. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I feel like the defense is just living rent-free inside the quarterback's head right now. Of course, they got the pick last drive, and they almost got a pick right now. Right now, they are fooling this quarterback with pre-snap and post-snap looks. This quarterback doesn't know where to throw the ball.
Give to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Hawkeyes are flying down the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking to scramble. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. First down to start the drive after the break. On the ground, it's Washington. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz, I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient, find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Catch in the middle, it's Parker. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the 4th quarter, but touchdown, Iowa! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
And he'll bring it back. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Going for it all. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Illini. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that one. Nice job.
Offense set on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. Fires to the right. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just...
And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. A spender fella, and he's loose. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Got some room to run. The 20. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him and
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Off the play fake on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Sanders. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. And Jesse just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Split backs here. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. They'll go to the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Looking for the score. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Getting some heat. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
That's just a play the quarterback can't make. 4th down, down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He makes the connection, and he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. What a cut. Now he's loose. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He'll try it again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Trying to get to it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff to the lone back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense chance to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Pulls it in. It's Howard. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Hawkeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Snags it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
Trying to run it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. Your defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before.
And they got him for the sack. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on 1st down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab outside. It's Sanders. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Trying to convert. Illinois comes to the line. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Here's a throw downfield late. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.